Okay, so now we've completed making the tests and we're about to send it out to our students. Before we click send, we always have to check our settings, make sure our settings is the way we want it. Make sure that, okay, email addresses is good. I'm going to take responses, nah, no responses from students. Definitely Swober only restrict, and I'll leave these the way they are. But you can go through them and you see if you want to toggle them on or off. I'm going to keep my show the progress bar on and shuffle the questions. Be sure I do that. And release grades, I want to take a look at the information first before I release a grade. But in case you have multiple choice questions and sort of questions where the computer can do all of the grading for you, then you click this one here immediately. Release grade immediately after submission, then the student will get a grade right away. But if you have to go through it first, then this is the option for you. Make sure you click save and you go to the address, and I'm going to put in the email address of the student, demo student, and I'm going to click send. Once I click send, then the student would receive the test. And this is what the student would then see. This is the test, and he would then follow through and answer the questions. I'm not going to answer them. Okay. And then at the end in here, you're seeing they're showing you a clear view of the progress bar. If I click next, look what happens if you click next. It sends you back because these questions had to be answered. I had to put something in before I can go to the next page. They are required. Okay, let's go and we go to the last page and I click submit. Once I click submit, the test is then, now the student has submitted the test, the note that I left for them before. Thank you for taking the test and instruction. Go ahead and read something that is there for them to see at this moment. Once I go back now to the teacher, to the teacher's perspective, teacher, the one who created the form, then I can see here on top, have the responses. Once I click on responses, it gives me three options to the top: summary, question, or individual. I'm going to toggle accepting responses. I can stop accepting responses so no one else can submit right now. Or I can say if they submit it at a later date, it's not a problem. Let's start with the summary. The summary gives you pretty much an insight of how the test was done generally. Frequently missed questions, the scores, and they pretty much break down the whole test for you. Pretty interesting. You should check it out. And then we have next the questions. So per question, on the test, you can see what answer were given, and then I can say, oh yes, it was the 12th of May 2020. That is correct. And then I can give them 2 points. I can say, oh no, that is incorrect, and then they get not the point. All right, and that is just a general view. But if you go now to individual, you can see now how the individual student did. This is very important because I remember we said earlier we click on that we're going to receive email addresses from student, and it's based, seeing that our email addresses at our school is based on the student name. It makes it easier that way for you to view which student sent in what to you. If you did not do that, you would then see it like this: response number one, response number two, and you would not know who students submitted what tests. So it's very important that you click this field, that you have them click their email addresses. Okay, and I can toggle this way to the various students. And that is pretty much about it. Let's see if we click here what we have: get email notification. Okay, yeah, this is just extra info. Okay, so this is pretty much it now. So we, in the first tutorial, we spoke about creating a test, and now we just we send the test to the student, and we take a look at the responses and graded them, and that's it. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Take care.